The State of Israel held its 24th general election on the 23rd of March, 2021. Israel had been one of the first countries to take serious measures against the COVID-19 pandemic, and by the end of the year, the population was being vaccinated against the virus at a faster rate than any other country. However, as things began to return to normal, the national unity government that had formed between Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former opposition leader Benny Gantz quickly fell apart. In December 2020, the Knesset failed to pass a budget and a new round of elections was called. By this time, Netanyahu had made a major accomplishment by announcing the normalization of relations with several Arabic-speaking countries. However, by this time he was already on trial. He had also lost an unconditional ally as US President Donald Trump had been defeated for re-election in the United States, earning criticism for politicizing the alliance between the two countries. However, none of this news seemed to affect his popularity one way or the other. On the right, Netanyahu attempted to shore up his allies by facilitating another alliance between the religious ultranationalist parties, including the Kahanist Otzma Yehudit. However, former Likud MK Gideon Sa'ar turned against Netanyahu and formed his own party, New Hope. Sa'ar hoped that his party could steal support away from the Likud, but it mostly took support away from the other opposition parties. Having broken with Gantz to oppose the unity government a year earlier, Yair Lapid of Yesh Atid emerged as the new frontrunner to replace Netanyahu as prime minister, though Gantz and his remnant blue and white still enjoy sizable support. On the left, those members of Labor who had supported the unity government were forced into retirement, leaving Merav Michaeli as the new leader. In the Arab bloc, Ram broke away from the joint list in the hopes of being the first Arab party since the 1970s to be part of a governing majority. And here are the results. The Likud came in first place with 30 seats, followed by Yesh Atid with 17, Shas with 9, and Blue and White with 8. All other parties received a combined total of 56 seats. President Reuven Rivlin awarded the mandate to Netanyahu, who failed to form a government. President Rivlin then awarded the mandate to Lapid, who appeared ready to form a government. However, electoral politics were put on hold when war broke out between Israel and Hamas, as well as widespread rioting within Israel. As the 11-day war drew to an end, Netanyahu was widely accused of having intentionally escalated the conflict in order to prevent a government from being formed, an unprecedented accusation in Israeli political history. His effort failed. Almost 3 months after the election, Lapid formed a government with Blue and White, Labor, Yisrael Beitenu, Yamina, New Hope, Meretz, and Ra'am. As part of the coalition agreement, a rotation agreement was made by which Naftali Bennett of Yamina would serve as prime minister for the first 2 years of the new government. At the very same time, Netanyahu's old rival Yitzhak Herzog was elected Israel's new president.